You are being recorded right now. All right, I'm going to flip my screen around. I'm going to take the video off. I'm going to flip my screen around. It is A. A is in apple. Can you see this, my screen? My picture? So it's the very first one. At the top, it says algebra or unit test review. Okay? Yours should say review on it. All right. So what we are doing is we are looking at the real number systems. We are using, let me hide this. Selena, do you have it out? I want to make sure everybody's with me so we can go over this together. Okay. Selena, do you have yours out? Thumbs up? I can't hear you. You're muted. Okay. Okay, so it is going to be, can you see my screen? Okay, so it's under week 3, guided notes, independent work. When you go under day 9, it is test part A. Okay, and then you should be able to find your version of it. Okay, all right. Isaac, are you ready? Okay, what it's asking us for on this top portion is to write in whether it's a real number, a rational, an integer, a whole, a natural, or a rational number. Okay, so for number 1, it is a real number, it is a rational number, and it is an integer. Okay, so we have R, Z, and Q. Okay, for number 1, can you see my screen? You're going to have to split your screen so that you can see my screen and yours. Or you'll have to make notes on a piece of paper. R. So can you see my screen? Why? So, Selena, can you see my screen? All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm like, why can't you see my screen? All right. Now can you see my screen? Okay. R, Z, and R, Q, and Z, okay? Because it's all of them. It is a real number, it is a rational number, it is an integer, okay? This one is R. That's an R, I promise. R, Q, Z, W, N. This one is R, Q, Z, and W. R, I, R, Q, R, Q. Okay? So remember, Q stands for rational and Z stands for integer. Okay, so this is Q and this is Z. Okay, the rest of them are all the same. All right, are you ready to go on to the next? Okay. So A is a rational number. B is a natural number. C is an integer. D is an irrational number. E is a whole number. That's an E. F is a rational number. G is an integer. H is a rational number. I is an irrational number. J is a rational number. And K is a natural number. Okay? May I go on? I'm just going to scroll up. This next part, you guys had a lot of trouble with, okay? A lot of trouble with, because you didn't read the directions, all right? You have to read directions, okay? It says identify the properties shown below. It didn't ask you to solve. It asked you to identify the property. So a lot of you guys tried to solve this instead of identifying the property. So if you look back at your notes, you can see what those properties are, okay? All right, so number 7 is associative property of addition. Number 8 is inverse of multiplication. Whoops, I put LT. It's okay. Multiplication. Number 9 is transitive. Number 10 is reflexive. Number 11 is identity. That's an E, sorry. Of multiplication. Number 12 is inverse of addition. I'm recording this. That's okay. Guys, give me just a minute so I can give Kendall her instructions. You're algebra 1, right? Yeah. Okay, so you are going to watch your mini lesson, do your digital notes, and then you're going to watch your guided notes as well on a video, because I am working with my Algebra 2 class on their, on their test review, okay? So you're welcome to hop off here and go ahead and start working independently on those videos, okay? All right, see ya. Sorry about that, guys. All right, 13, yes. Yes, I expect you to be making notes now, though, okay? So you're not just going to sit here and do nothing, okay? All right, so not property, product, sorry. 0 product. All right. 14 is distributive. '15 is commutative. But it is commutative of addition. And then 16 is symmetric. Okay? All right. Let me know when you're ready to move on to our next screen. Huh? Oh, sorry. It's IDENITY. When you're finished with this, go ahead and grab page B so we can do page B together. Selena, are you finished with this? I'm sorry? All right. We're going to move on. Again, I recorded this, Selena. So let's get out test part B. Most of you guys did a really good job on this. You either you followed those directions. Okay, so it just told you true or false, provide an example if false. So some of you guys did not provide an example if false, and you're really not going to have to do that because the test, and I'll show you a little bit of that test in a little bit. But the test is, an ABC, a multiple choice test. So you're not going to have to show that, okay? Let me know when you guys have this page up and you are ready to go. Okay, your first one is false. Whoops. I still had it on highlighter. Sorry, guys. Your first one is false. Your second one is false. And your third one is true. Okay, so examples of this. -6 over -2 is equal to 3. Okay, another example, and you don't have to write this down, I'm just showing you. 5 minus 9 is equal to -4. Okay, all right, so I'm going to scoot up, and we are going to look at these absolute value order of operations, okay? So 21 plus 5 is equal to 26. That one was pretty easy, right? This one is, we went ahead and we did what was in the absolute value, and then we took the absolute value out, okay? All right, so 10 minus 2 times 9 plus 13. Let's not forget, Pam DOS. Okay? Highlight my sparkly letters. All right, so 10, we do that multiplication next. That's our next order of operation. And then we just add, okay? -8 plus 13 is equal to 5. All right, our next one was a little more difficult because it had those extra parentheses in it. So we went ahead and did that first parenthesis, which was that -5 plus 1. And then we do, we went ahead and pulled out that. We know that 7 absolute value is an actual 7. All right, so then we're going to do our next parentheses, which would be -2, because -4 divided by 2 is -2, and we're going to cube that. When we cube a negative number, it always ends up being a negative number. So -8 minus 7, which equals 15. Okay? This one is a little different as well. So 25 plus 25, because we went ahead and we did this, divided by 5 over top of 7 minus, we'll do that division, which makes it 3 plus 2, okay? Which is giving us 25, because 25 plus, or 25 divided by 5, yeah. Oh, Alex, did you need something? Did you finish watching your guided video as well, your guided notes video as well? So you watched both videos. Okay, so you need to watch your independent, or you need to watch your mini lesson and your guided notes, okay? And when you're done with that, you can start your independent work. Because 25 divided by 5 equals 5. So we have 25 plus 5 over top of 6. We did all that math together, which would be 30 over 6, which equals 5. Okay? So on our next one, we have 16 plus 11 over top of 2 plus 1. So we're just getting rid of some of these extra things. All right, which is 27 divided by 3, which is equal to 9. All right, clear as mud? Okay, when you are ready, go ahead and pull up page C. When you are ready, Selena, are you ready? Okay. We're going to pull up page C. Okay. Page C is the short one. It's really small. Let's go back here. Go to day 10. Open that up. Page C is really small. It's that evaluating expressions. So this is basically, you guys had a lot of trouble with this, okay? We didn't really go over this as much as we should have, but we are taking, we are taking 2 every time it says X, and then we are taking -3 every time it says Y, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so some of you guys really struggled with this. So it would be 3 times 2 cubed minus 8 times -3 squared, okay? So when we do this math, it would be 3 times 8 minus 8 times 9, which would be 24 minus 72, which would equal negative 48. Okay? Do you see how you have to plug that in? So it's asking you to plug in a number for a number. Okay? Who just hopped on? Hey CJ. I'm gonna kick you off. Here's what I need you to do, okay? I have given you the review packets for the test for tomorrow. I have given you 2 days to do the review packet, and I have not seen that review packet given back to me. You're going to have the remainder of the class to do the review packet, okay? I am recording this. That's what we're doing in class today. We're going over this review packet, but since you did not turn it into me, you cannot go over the review with me. I handed you the answers on a silver platter, and you did not take advantage of it, okay? If you complete this review packet, okay, there's 5 pages of this review packet. If you complete this, I will send you the video that you can watch and fix all of your errors, and you can use it as a open note test tomorrow. Say something. Type something. Let me know that. Well, he didn't like that, so he left. Okay. All right, he didn't like that. Okay. So, again, we're going to can you still see my screen? Okay, every time we see A, we're going to substitute it for 7. Every time we see B, we're going to substitute it for 2. So, absolute value of 7 minus 4 times 2. Absolute value. Now, we're going to get rid of that parentheses first. So 8 minus 8, or 7 minus 8 is equal to negative 1. Our answer is negative 1. Okay? All right. This one's a little harder. We have 3 numbers we have to plug in. We have X, we have W, and we have Y. Okay? Not a big deal, but we can do this, right? So, Y is negative 2 squared plus 2 times negative 3 times 1. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do our parentheses and our exponents first. So 4 minus 6 is equal to negative 2. So your answer is negative 2. That's not too hard, right? All right, I'm not going to do the last one for you because we're slowly running out of time, and I want to make sure that we get to the next pages, okay? So let's go ahead and let's pull up page D because it is a longer one. Okay? Let me know when you have page D up. Isaac, you got page D up? Okay. So, a lot of you guys were really confused on what to do here. Basically, you're translating those expressions, equations, and inequalities into a expression, okay? So the product of a number and 7, which would mean you would take the product of a number. So we have 7, and we can do X, increased by 3. So if you increase something, you add it. Basically, they're giving you a word problem, and they want you to put it in, or in a like a word expression and they want you to put it into an actual equation, okay? Do you see how I did that? So this says 1 less than, so we know what we're going to have 1 less, so we're going to put that at the backside, twice a number, so 2x, okay? Twice the number minus 1. Do you see how I did that? Okay. So 4 times the difference of a number. So 4 times the difference of a number and 9. So a number, I was trying to use x, so that's what we're used to here. X minus 9 is negative 30. Okay, so 4 times the number, the difference of a number, so a number minus 9 means equals negative 30. Okay, yeah, that's how you write that expression. Okay, 5 more than the quotient of a number. Okay, so we know we have plus 5 and we have a quotient of a number, so we're putting it on top of a fraction of a number and 8. So 8 is going to go on the bottom. So 8x plus 5 is, which is equal 42. Okay? So I know the multiplication, you just have to know those words and you have to figure it out, okay? So the Scala can hold a maximum of 150 people. So a maximum, so equal to or less than 150. So S is just the Scala, whatever the Scala is, okay? So it could be a place, a person, a thing, whatever. So S is less than 150 people. Because it can only hold up to 150 people. Okay. You must be at least 25 to rent a car. So in order to rent a car, so let's not a car. In order to rent a car, you have to be greater than, not 5. Goodness gracious. You have to be greater than or equal to 25. Okay? Do you see how we do that there? Those are a little more difficult. And again, those are going to be multiple choice. So we'll try to see. I may eliminate some of your answers and only give you 3. I've uploaded the test. I just haven't done much more with it than that. Okay? All right. Simplifying expressions. Simplifying expressions. Basically, we are taking this, and we're putting it together. And then we're taking this and this and putting it together. We did this. So we're taking those exponents, I'm sorry. We're taking our numbers and we're putting them apart from our numbers with our letters, okay? All right, so n minus 5n would be negative 4n. And then 4 minus 9 would be negative 5. And that's just as easy as it is, simplifying that expression. Okay? Yes. Okay. So for 37, you're simplifying these, okay? And you're just getting your x's, your y's, to those, and then your regular numbers, okay? So let's start with our x's since we have them first. 7 minus 3x is 4x. Negative 4y and negative 8y would be minus 12y. And then negative 8 plus 12 would be positive 4. And that's what your answer would be. Okay? All right. For number 18. 18 minus, we're going to go ahead and add these together. So 8x minus 14 plus 5x. So now we need to get our x's together. Negative 8x plus 5x is negative 3x. And 18 minus 14 is positive 4. So negative 3x plus 4. Okay? So your next one, you would take it and distribute. So 9x minus 27 minus x minus 2. So we put a minus 2 because we actually subtracted a positive, so it turns into a negative, okay? So let's get those x's together. So 9 minus 1, because like this is the same thing as having 1x. So 9 minus 1 would be 8x, and 27 minus 2 would be minus 29, okay? All right, you still good to go? All right, so this one, again, we're putting all of our x's together, and then and then we're going to put all of our numbers together. So our coefficients with our non-coefficients. So 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 6x, and then negative 6 plus 8 would be 2, plus 1 would be 3. So 6x, my x is way crazy there. 6x plus 3, okay? All right, so we're going to write this in the simplest form. Again, we're going to get our v's together, our coefficients, and then we're just going to get our numbers together, okay? So everything that we do here is multiplied, though, okay? So it's multiplied by 2. So you would have 2v plus 13 times 2 plus v minus 5 times 2, okay? So you would have 4v plus 26 plus 2v minus 10. Okay, so then we're just going to get those v's. Oh, I did an x here instead of a v. I'm sorry. So we're going to put those v's together. 4v plus 2v is 6v. And then 26 minus 10 is 16. So there's your answer there. Okay. Did we do this part down here? Okay, we'll go ahead and do that then. All right, so we just need to get our variable by itself. So we're going to add 3 to each side, or 7 to each side. So 11 plus 7 is 18. And we're going to divide by 3, which will be x is equal to 6. Okay? You've All right, so here, this one's a little different, okay? So in order to get this, you have to multiply 4 by each side. So that's going to eliminate that. So now we have x plus 8 is equal to 12. And then we have to get that exponent by itself. So x is equal 2, 4. Okay. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and open up the next page. Yes, E. Mine does not have a red X. Your all's does. Yeah. Do I need to see your notes? What do you mean? Yes, no, you do not need to turn them into me. That's going to be your notes for your test tomorrow. All right? So if you do not change your right answers to your wrong answers to your right answers, then you're going to be putting the wrong answers on your test. You're going to be using this as pretty much as your everything you need for your test, okay? All right. I'm not going to go over these because they're the exact same thing that we just did a minute ago. Okay? Exact same thing. But I'll give you the answer. X is equal to negative 35. X is equal to negative 1. X is equal to 8. And X is equal to negative 64. Okay? Negative 64. Okay. I'm going to head back to this screen of mine where I am presenting. All right. I am going to I'm going to upload this. I am going to get this video ready for both of you in case you did not get all of these notes taken down. I'm going to get this video ready for you two and Cody. And you guys will have the availability to rewatch this and make sure that you've gotten all of your notes down. Why is it important that you have all of the correct answers? Selena. So you can pass the test tomorrow. Very good. All right. I am going to hop off here. I'm going to stop this recording and I am going to make sure that this recording gets out to you. Okay? All right. If you need anything, holler at me. And Isaac, I'll see you at 11:25, right? 11:35. All right. So you guys are welcome to hop off here. I'm going to upload the video to you now, okay? All right. See you guys.